It's that time again.
It is.
Yeah. Well, let's see what kind of mask you got on today.
I got flowers.
Yeah, it matches your dress. That's
It
so
does.
pretty. And this one that I've got on it comes from a group of children and grown-ups up in around the Jackson area called the Mustard Seeds. They're a
Oh.
physically challenged group, and they painted them, and I thought that was good. Somebody sent those to me too. But look, I tell you what, since it's just us and we're on the camera and we can put our mask off so the children can hear us better.
Oh, okay.
But
Can
we
you
sure-
hear me better?
Can you hear us better? But we sure have to wear them when we go outside, don't we?
We do.
That's what the authorities tell us to do, is to wear a mask, and we want to obey, don't we? All right, now let's
Well,
see.
some of us do.
Well, I am. I won't do what they say. Let's see, let's do it if you're happy. You ready? If you are happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it,
then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
I love seeing you snap your fingers. I wish I could snap my fingers, not snap down. If you are happy and you know it, snap your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, snap your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, well, your face is gonna show it. If you're happy and you know it, snap your fingers. If you are happy and you know it, whistle a tune. If you're happy and you know it, whistle a tune.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, whistle a tune. You're a good whistler.
My daddy taught me how to whistle. He'd tell me to go sit on the steps and practice, and I'd go sit on, and I'd go, and sometimes I'd begin to, and I'd get a little bit better, but some people can really go, and they can really do some fancy whistling. That's good. See, you do it. You've been practicing. You have to practice things like that and snapping your fingers and stuff like that. Things you just take you a little while to do, but you have to practice. Well, let's see. I looked in Scooter Mouse's closet and I got some stuff. You know what I forgot about? I got this little song and it's called Little Robin Redbreast because the robins are here. They come down in a group. They're migrating from up north where it's so cold and they can't find anything to eat, I guess, because they got snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, robins they like lawns and fields, and they get out there and they turn their head that way and they're listening and they hear a worm down in the ground and all of a sudden they'll go, oop, and eat him up. I passed the church house the other day with the big lawn and the robins were all out there and they were going, oop.
Aww.
But look, cross your fingers like this and say, Little Robin Redbreast. You know their stomachs are orange or red. They call that their little pot belly. Little Robin Redbreast sat on a rail. Wibble wobble when his head, flitter flutter when his tail. That kid, anybody can do that.
is.
Little Robin Redbreast sat on a rail. Wibble wobble when his head, flutter flutter when his tail. And then you go shoo, and he goes woo, and he flies away. Well, let's see. Let's do. You know what we hadn't done in a long time is I wish I was a juicy little orange. I got these out.
Okay.
Scooter Mouse's list of songs. Let's go. Ready now? All right, y'all, come on with us now. I wish I was a little juicy orange.
Push, push.
I wish I was a juicy little orange.
Squirt, squirt.
I'd go squirty, squirty, squirty over my nice clean shirt. I wish I was a juicy little orange. You got your pretty pink and white shoes on, okay? I wish I was a little ball of mud. I'd like to be a little ball of mud. I'd go ooey gooey gooey over your pink white shoey. I wish I was a little ball of mud. I wish I was a yummy little cookie.
Yum, yum.
I wish I was a yummy little cookie. What kind?
Yum, yum, chocolate chip.
I'd go yummy, yummy, yummy inside little tummies. Wish I was a chocolate chip cookie.
I just had one
Did you? Didn't save one for me.
at Fox's Pizza.
Now this is the funny one. You say, I wish I was a little radio. And this is your button right here. And you say,
Okay.
Instead, you're just going to say, I wish I was a little radio. And then you say, I'd go, and you say, and then you go,
Ah.
and then be real quiet because you turned the radio already. I wish I was a little radio. I wish I was a little radio. I'd go. but I think that is a fun song. Now let me see. I ain't got another one here. Let me see what.
Actually,
Johnny.
some people probably wish that I was a little radio that they could turn
They
on.
can turn you off.
Mhm.
That's true. All right, now look, let's do Johnny Works with One Hammer. We hadn't done that one in a long time.
Johnny Works with
Scooter Mouse keeps a
One
list
Hammer.
of songs he likes to sing, and we hadn't looked at that list in a long time.
I know.
All right, we're gonna do Johnny Works with One Hammer. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the great big hammer here, dong, dong, okay?
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Johnny works with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Johnny works with one hammer, then he uses 2. Johnny works with 2 hammers, 2 hammers, 2 hammers. Johnny works with 2 hammers, then he uses 3. Johnny works with 3 hammers, 3 hammers, 3 hammers. Johnny works with 3 hammers, then he uses 4. Johnny works with 4 hammers, 4 hammers, 4 hammers. Johnny works with 4 hammers, then he uses 5. This is a great big old hammer, sledgehammer. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, Johnny works with 5 hammers, 5 hammers, 5 hammers. Johnny works with 5 hammers, and then Johnny goes to sleep. He was tired after all those hammers, wasn't he?
He was.
Oh, now let's see. You know what we hadn't done in a long time is Old MacDonald.
Oh,
How about that?
MacDonald.
And then we got 3 little sausages. You remember that? That was fun.
That was.
Yeah,
I
okay,
like
let's do
3 little
okay.
sausages.
Well, let's see. Let's do Old MacDonald. Let me see what we know. What kind of animal we know? Do you know somebody about? How
What
about-
are we gonna find on Old MacDonald's farm? Maybe a giraffe?
I don't know. Giraffes live in the jungle.
What about an elephant?
I hope he wouldn't be on Old MacDonald's farm.
Well, what about a tiger?
No, you're still down in the jungle.
Oh, what was that? A goat?
A goat would be good.
A goat. And
And what is
a pig?
a pig?
Pig.
Quack, quack, quack,
A
quack.
duck?
Okay, let's do those 3.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get ready now. Okay. Now MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on the farm he had a goat, E-I-E-I-O, with a bag here and bag there, everywhere.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Old MacDonald
Had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig. E-I-E-I-O.
with an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Let's see, what was it? And a goat back
Oink,
here.
oink,
Let's do this
back.
again with a
Oink, oink.
oink oink and a back. Oh, MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack.
Now MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a duck. E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there and a oink oink here and a oink oink there and a back here and a back. Oh, MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Let's see, he had some kids, okay?
Okay.
And we'll be funny, we'll say, Mama, I'm hungry, okay?
Oh.
Now MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some kids, E-I-E-I-O. With a Mama, I'm hungry. That's a silly song.
Whenever we would get in the car to go on vacation or something, my daddy, the minute we all got strapped in, would say, I know that you're all hungry and you're all thirsty and you all have to go to the bathroom.
And so it was going on a vacation
That's what
with
it
your
was.
family.
That's right.
All right, let's do 3 little sausages, okay? Here we go now. Put them in the pan, okay? 3 little sausages was cooking in the pan, and the pan got too hot, and one went.
Bam!
Bam.
Woo!
2 little sausages frying in the pan got too hot, and one went.
Bam!
1 little sausage frying in the pan got too hot, and it went.
Bam!
No more sausages frying in the pan. Would you mind take that pan and wash it, please, ma'am? Okay, let's see. Let's do 5 little speckled frogs sitting on a freckle. 5 little freckled frogs sitting on a speckled log.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
5 little freckled frogs.
Sitting on a
Speckled log.
Okay.
Boy, that's a mouthful.
It is. That's a tongue twister. Okay, you ready? Now 5 little freckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs.
Yum, yum.
And one jumped into the pool where the water was so cool. Now there's 4 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log. Now y'all say, ribbit, ribbit,
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Now 4 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log, eating some most delicious bugs. Oh,
Yum, yum.
One jumped into the pool where the water was so cool. Now there is 3 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log, eating some most delicious bugs.
Yum, yum.
Now one jumped into the pool where the water was so cool. Now there's only 2 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log. Ribbit, ribbit. Now 2 little freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where the water was so cool. Now there's just 1 little freckle frog sitting on a speckle log. Now that 1 little freckle frog sitting on a speckle log, he ate another delicious bug. And then he jumped into the pool and the water was really nice and cool. Now there's no more freckle frogs sitting on a speckle log. And everybody said, I'm gonna count through. I'm gonna say ribbit, 1, 2, 3. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Oh, that was a good one.
That
Let's see
was.
if we got all of them now. I think that's just about all of them, except this is a really hard one. Hey, no, don't do that. Put that. We have to teach him. He hadn't got
That's
all the
right.
numbers yet.
He's just.
Have you ever done John Brown's Baby?
I have not.
Well, it's really, it'll wear you out, but it's funny to watch it. Watch now. You say, John Brown's baby had a cold sneeze upon his chest. John Brown's baby had a cold upon his chest. John Brown's baby had a cold upon his chest, and he rubbed it with camphorated oil. That's some kind of stuff that smelled terrible.
From a long time ago.
A long time ago, and then you go, pew. Right now, don't say baby, just rock the baby, okay?
Okay.
John Brown's had a cold upon his chest. John Brown's had a cold upon his chest. John Brown's had a cold upon his chest, and he rubbed it with camphorated oil. Now, John Brown's had a upon his chest. John Brown's had a upon his chest. John Brown's had a upon his chest, and they rubbed it with camphorated oil. Now, John Brown's had a upon his whoop. John Brown had a upon his whoop. John Brown's had a upon his whoop, and they rubbed it with camphorated oil. Oh, John Brown's had a upon his whoop. John Brown's had a upon his whoop. John Brown's had a chew upon his whoop, and they lie with camphorated oil. Now, John Brown's had a chew upon his whoop. John Brown's had a chew upon his whoop. John Brown's had a chew upon his whoop, and they lie till. That's a fun song.
It is
You have to really
funny.
think a lot, though.
You
don't
do.
actually get all mixed up and get your tongue bit there.
That's right.
Well, we got a funny little story that we borrowed from Scooter Mouse. And his little stories are so funny because he would cut old pictures out and everything, you know, and he just loved telling stories. He'd make up his own stories. Now, this is a story that's not a made-up story. This is an old-time story.
Oh, that's a cute story.
Yeah, this is an old-time story. Let's see, do I have anything to put this on?
Well, we do.
Let's see. Here's
Hold
that.
on.
Okay.
Just a
You
second.
can, I can make it count to 5.
Can you count to 5?
But you have to count slow. 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Okay, ready?
Let's go. 1 for the money. Y'all do for running, run this line, get the fat forward. 2 for the show, run this line. 3 to get ready, and 4 to say. Everybody holler it. 1, 2, 3. Go! She made it.
Woo!
You get a sticker. You did good. Now then, once upon a time, and all the best stories in the world start with once upon a time. Now, there was a papa lion, and they lived in the jungle. And cute Scooter Mouse cut that out. I stand up this way. He looks like a pleasant Papa Lion.
He does.
And he was a nice Papa Lion. And he had a wife, and she was really good natured. See, she's just laughing. Sometimes he'd tell her stories about things that happened to him when he's out in the jungle. And then they had some little baby lions, and one of them was like a teenage lion. And they see, look like they have twins. I mean, you have your hands full if you got twins like baby lions.
That's right.
But anyway, they were a very happy family. Now, of course, it was the Papa Lion's job to keep food on of the lions and the babies and the teenager. And that teenage lion could eat a whole lot like teenagers.
I
do now.
bet.
Yeah. So he knew how to go slipping down through the jungle to where the jungle master lived. And see, the jungle master had a great big building, and he kept meat in there. He smoked it, barbecued it, and everything, and he kept hams in there. And a lot of times, the jungle master would get busy, and he'd leave the door open. And the Papa Lion would hide in the jungle, in the bushes, because his nose would help, so he could smell it. And then, when the jungle master was gone, being busy out tending to things on the jungle, the lion would go in, and he would get him a ham, or he'd get him a big chunk of meat, and then he'd take it home. And his wife would just be so tickled. See, she's just laughing, and she's, oh, we're gonna have ham for supper tonight. You're so smart. Thank you so much. And here's the teenage lion, and here's the twins. They would all just eat that. They loved that when Papa brought a ham home from the jungle master's building there. See, there we go. They're gonna have a nice barbecued ham. Then they'll have enough left over to have ham sandwiches.
Okay.
Okay. Now then, this is where something funny happens. This is just a short little story, but it's really kind of funny. Now, one day, the Papa Lion had gone out into the jungle, and you see, he thought he was tricking that jungle master, but that jungle master was pretty smart. He knew that something was getting his hams and his smoked meat and everything, and so he saw these big paw prints from that lion. He said, that's that big old tough daddy lion that lives down yonder across from the river. And he is pretty tough because he swims that river, and them alligators in that river scaring him, so I know he's pretty tough. And he said, I am going to fix him up good. And see, jungle masters, they know about things, and they know how to fix traps and everything. So he fixed this nice trap. And you see, he fixed it with a net over it, see. And he was going to put that meat down under there, and the lion's going to come along and get that meat, and it's going to pull a little stick that's propped up, and that net's going to come down over him, and he's going to be caught in that net. And then the jungle master's going to get him and put him in a truck and send him off somewhere, maybe like to be in a show or something, you know, where it has to be a tame lion, which you wouldn't want to do if you were a lion that lived down in the jungle.
No.
See. So one day, the big daddy lion had been down to the jungle master's tent, to his storehouse down there where he had all his food, and he didn't have anything good that day. So the daddy lion was coming back, and he was tired. He'd been hunting all day long in the jungle and hadn't found anything much to eat. So he lay down and he took him a nap. Now I'm going to show you this. It's so funny. He was taking him a nap. Now, while he was sleeping, this little old mouse came along, and she saw him, and he was going, and her curiosity just got the best of her. And she thought to herself, she said, look at that big old lion. Look at his big old paws. Look at his big old fur around that big old mane around there. Ain't he pretty? I bet I always want to tip up and pet a lion and see his paws and see how big he is while he's asleep. Because I'm scared of lions. Otherwise, they would squash me and eat me for lunch. So the little lion, she should have known better than that. You should know better than to fool around with the lion.
Right.
But see, he was just sleeping, and she tipped up there. And of course, little mouse crawled around on him. Ted couldn't see. He wasn't all that sound asleep. And he felt that. He thought maybe he had some fire in his arm or something. He woke up, and he grabbed her and scared these daylights out of her. He said, ow, ow, please don't get me, don't get me. He said, what are you doing, slipping around me, bothering me while I'm asleep? She said, please don't hurt me. He said, I'm going to smush you and take you home for my twins. They'll have a good time playing with you. They'll pull your ears off, and they'll pull your tail off, and they'll pull your paws off. Oh, no, please let me go, please. Why why should I let you go, you little twerp? You bothering me, fooling me while I'm taking you a nap. Well, if you would let me go, I might can help you someday. Now that got his attention. He said, whoa, that's a joke. You weigh about 27 ounces. I could sneeze and blow you up one of them trees. What you think you could do to help me? I'm the king of the jungle. Wow! She makes the jungle noise and she just shakes. She said, don't get me. I'm not gonna get you. What do you think you could do to help me? And the little lion said, I don't know right now because I'm so scared. I can't think very good when I'm scared. But if quit stammering and say what you want to say. If you let me go, one of these days you'll just see. I'll come along and help you, please let me go. So he really was nice. And he said, all right. But the next time I'm taking a nap in this jungle and I feel something and think it's a fire ants or mosquitoes on me and I wake up and find out it's you, it's going to be the end of you. I'm going to wad you up in a knot and throw you over there in the river and the alligators are going to eat you. Oh, don't get me scared. Oh, she said, she went on, she said, oh, mercy me, that scared me. You about scared my eyeballs. Then he went home, he told his wife about it, and they just laughed and laughed and laughed. Mm-hmm. It was just a real funny joke. Now, wait a minute, just only not be so funny. Now, one night, see, they run out of food again, and Miss Lion told him, she said, you know, we're getting low on food. He said, well, don't worry about it. I'm going over to the jungle master's house over there where he keeps his storage house, where he keeps all his meat, and I'm going to bring some on. Now, the storage master, I told you he was pretty smart, and he had fixed up that net, you see, and he put a big old nice fat piece of meat out there under it. And that lion was coming home, he's smelling that meat. See, he wasn't paying mind to what was over him like that. See, now wait a minute, let me show y'all this little picture so you can see that. See, he's got his mind so on that big old ham right there. He's not paying a mind to the ropes and everything. They holding that big old strong net over there, see, and he's going to grab that meat, and that's all going to follow him watching. And sure enough, that is exactly what happened. He had his mind on getting that big piece of meat, and it was getting kind of dark, and he opened his big old mouth and grabbed it, and when he did, down came the net. Look at him, look at him. And he realized what had happened. He realized it. You talking about roaring and carrying on, woke up everything in the jungle. And carried on. And then, see, he pulled this way and he pulled that way. And then he realized, poor old thing, he realized he was a prisoner. And he realized that he had heard other things that happened to other lions, how they got carried off in trucks and carried away to things, you know, that they had to be behind cages and circuses and everything. And he felt so sad. He was thinking he's never going to see his family again. See, now what? Here he is. You're going to love this part of it. See, he was caught. Now, wait, here we go. Now then, while he was crying and carrying on, he heard this little noise. See, that little mouse heard it. And she remembered, she said, listen, Dad, that big old lion's done fooled around and that jungle master done caught him in one of them things called a net. A net or a net. I promised that I would help him if he let me go. And he laughed at me. But you just watch. I am going to be the hero. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to help him get him loose. Because he was kind to let me go. Because he could have. You know, I really didn't have any business up there fooling around with him and looking him over. I mean, after all, if I was asleep, I wouldn't want anybody coming lifting up my ears and looking in them, looking at my teeth, looking at my tail and all that. See, that's pride. I don't want anybody to do that. And I probably shouldn't have done that. So she went over there, and he was just going, and finally he just broke down. He was so sad. He was laying there looking so sad. And all of a sudden, here she came along. Now, y'all have to look good to see her. She's up and down. She said, psst, psst. Hey, Mr. Lion. He said, oh. She said, it's me. It's your friend. What? It's me, Monica. Monica's in the house. Got a girl named Monica. What's that?
We sure do.
She's so sweet. I like her. If she was a mouse, she'd probably let that line go. Wait a minute. Now, he started pulling her out. And she said, stop. Now just wait. I'm going to help you. He said, how can you help me? You just a little bitty mouse. She said, yeah, but get there. These are just like scissors. Watch me now. I'm going to cut this net, and when I get a hole big enough, you slip out of it and take off to your home and don't come back around this jungle master's place anymore, okay? Yeah. And then she began to now look at that in her little teeth. Now let me put her down here. There she was. But here she is. She's so darling. She still got her little scarf on and that done. And she began to gnaw and gnaw and gnaw. And pretty soon, she had him all loose. Let me put her right there in that darling. She's so darling. I think the mouses are cute. I think I like mouses because I like Scooter Mouse.
Right.
Look at that. And there he is. See, he's looking so happy now. He's got a big old smile on his face. And she said, now, you're all loose. You got a hole big enough to get through. Now you run on home. And see, look, here he comes. He's slipping out through that hole. And see, there she is. These are old pictures, but they're so cute. There she is. She's just, get out of there right now. And he slipped out of that hole where she didn't all that to go roll through. And you talking about running. Listen, he ran all the way home, and he never, ever, ever, ever came back to the Jungle Master's big old meat plant place anymore. And he found him somewhere else to go and get him something to eat. But him and that little mouse, look at she's so darn little thing. Little mouse, come out of your house. Come out of your house and play. There you go. And him and that little mouse were the very best of friends for always and ever after that. And that is the end. Ta-da! That was a good Scooter Mouse story, wasn't
It
it?
is a good Scooter
Thank you
Mouse
for getting the
story.
felt board, because Scooter Mouse always liked all those old felt board stories. Now, see, that's the way he would fix stories, tell. But now you read stories.
I
see.
do read stories.
I think he get felt board stories because he did not read real well. Being a mouse, you know, he reads, but not well like you do. Now, are you gonna read a story tomorrow?
I'm gonna read a story tomorrow.
You got a whole lot of new books, right?
We do. I've got one back here called Cozy. It's a new book by Jan Brett.
Oh, and she just, Jan Brett does good, pretty pictures.
Beautiful pictures.
Yeah. And what is Cozy? What is he?
Cozy is
muskox.
muskox.
He's got a lot of fur. And look, all kind of critters staying under his fur.
Ah, it is.
Isn't that pretty?
Since it's wintertime, we'll do another winter story.
Yeah. I think that'll be good. A lot of snow stories and things like that.
We don't get to see much snow here.
No, we really don't. Well, let's see.
But I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not gonna fuss either. And you know, we sang 5 little snowmen. Let's sing, snowman, snowman, fat and round. You be the sun. See, the sun is shining down. Now y'all be the wind and go, ooh, snowman, hear that warm wind blow. Ooh, stay shining. Snowman, oh, where did you go? Melted away.
Melted away.
We really miss the kids not being able to come for story
We
hour.
do.
Because we put a little play on then, you know. Somebody could be the sun, somebody could be the snowman. We could put him a hat on his head,
Right.
a scarf around his neck, and give him a broom or stick. And then somebody could be the sun, and then the kids could be the winds. Y'all ever go, ooh, because the wind got warm, like it's warm today.
Right.
And when that warm wind blew and the sun was shining on him, then the snowman had to just
Melt away.
like that did in our story.
Right.
Well, I guess we better go. What you think?
I guess so.
All righty, let me turn on this and let's sing some going music. We have to put our baskets back on.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. Here's my baskets from up at the mustard seed kids. Painted them good. Okay, here we go. Don't forget I had my golden retriever mask on.
That's right.
Okay, let's see. Goodbye, goodbye, we're glad you came today. Goodbye, goodbye, we're glad